Hey guys, it's David. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, today we're going to show you, or I'm going to show you, a great power washing setup that I have found without spending a ton of money. It's only a couple $100, I believe $210 to be exact, for the power washer. I think I watched 1,000 videos of trying to find the right power washer that would work well with the stuff that I wanted to use it for, you know, sidewalks, mainly clean the car, that sort of thing. And I watched a lot of Obsessed Garage videos, and the dude on Obsessed Garage is funny, you know, about how he talks about, you know, cranking something down tight enough, and if you can't do it, you know, get your wife to do it for you, and it's just funny to me. But anyway, so I decided on the Active, took a lot of advice from a lot of different videos I saw, so I just want to share that with you guys, just for my simple setup. I'll do another video and actually detail in the car and some of the different products that I use and that sort of thing. So if you haven't watched my channel before, hey, I'm glad you guys are here. Subscribe to the channel. Got a lot more videos coming out. But again, I have a 2021 Model Y Performance. It was ordered as white, and it has been wrapped by an Ozatec film. It's glossy khaki green with black accents. So super cool. I'm fixing to have the wheels done. Stay tuned for that. I'm going with a gloss black powder coat. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the most important part, which is the power washer. This is the Active VE52, and it's super light, guys, right here. So now I watched a ton of videos and trying to figure out all the right connections. So hopefully this video will help you guys out if you decide to do a similar setup as this. I wanted something quick and easy to connect, disconnect, all that kind of thing. So it wasn't just a big pain in the butt. Yes, you have to get it out, but I wanted it to go together fairly fast. I wanted it to not leak. Speaking of leaking, on Obsessed Garage, I watched it. He talked about what fittings to do going from the outtake or outlet to your other hose. I kept thinking he said M22 with a 14 millimeter, and if you get the wrong one, it's gonna leak like a sieve. And of course, I ordered the wrong one, and it leaked like a sieve. And matter of fact, the power washer didn't even turn off. It was constantly running, and it's supposed to, when you hook everything up and there's no leaks, it's constant pressure. And so the only time it actually turns on because of the flap inside of it is when you hit the trigger on the gun. So, of course, I didn't listen very well, so hopefully this video again helps you guys. So I'm gonna go through all the little setup pieces and what I have. So again, start off with, you've got the VE52. Now I got all quick connects, guys. So again, this makes it super easy. So you have an intake, which is from your hose. And you know, I went with the FlexZilla hose with the quick connect on the end. So it's easy to connect right onto the power washer there. And this particular piece that screws on is just hand tight. You don't have to use the white tape or nothing like that. Just hand tight and real good. You don't want to crank down too hard, but just, you know, hand tight. And then on the other side, this is the one I got wrong. So that's the one that I ordered the 14 millimeter, and it needed to be the 15 millimeter. Once I ordered the correct one, worked like a charm. No leaks whatsoever. And the power washer, of course, worked like it's supposed to. Turn off when you're not pulling the trigger. So, again, this one is just screw down hand tight. You know, you don't have to crank on it with any kind of pliers or wrench or anything like that. So, screw that down. Now, that's the only two fittings that you guys will put on, just hand tight, without any tools or with any, you know, white tape that you would wrap around the threads. So, and of course this thing comes with a nice long power cord. You know, once you get it though, you have a reset switch, guys, right here. So when you plug it in, for some reason, it never is active. So I remember the first time I plugged it in and power washer didn't come on. So went over there and there's no light. So hit this button, light comes on, power washer comes on. So by default, when you plug it in, it is not actually on, just so you know. But it's got a nice, you know, in piece. I do use it. There's a lot of other accessories that it came with that I did not use. It came with its own piece here to put your nozzles. I didn't use the ones it came with. I got some different ones by MTM. But anyway, I do use this to wrap the cord so it's nice and clean. So, but it's, you know, everything else that came with, not using. Not using. It comes with like I think a 20-foot, 25-foot hose. Didn't even, you know, use that a bit. I didn't throw it away. Probably should have, but it's up there. It's on the top shelf, just in storage. So what I did buy and was highly recommended is a nice 50-foot hose. Well worth it, guys. Just get it, because 20 foot or so is not very far, especially if you're trying to go around the vehicle, and depending on where you're sitting your power washer and how far your vehicle is away, and just get a 50-footer. It's way nicer, way easier. And again, you know, on the 50-foot hose, quick connects, same thing. Got your 3/8 inch quick connect, so your quick connect to, you know, the outlet on the power washer, and then your quick connect on the gun. Now, the gun, guys, I did a little bit of research on this, and it's well worth getting the guns that have where you can rotate inside. It rotates inside the handle, because when you're washing, going back and forth through wrist, you're not kinking the hose. It's not staying stationary. It's actually rotating inside the handle. So this is the SGS28 by MTM Hydro. And man, it makes a world of difference, guys. It's much more enjoyable to wash the car with this thing right here, with this nice handle. Of course, inside the handle, you get tired of holding the trigger, you do have this little piece that comes up that can, you know, keep it, you know, open for you. And the fittings, same thing. You do want to crank these down though, unlike the ones on the power washer. You do crank these down, you know, with the white tape, but you got your 3/8 inch fitting here. And then you also have a fitting on this side. So that way it comes by MTM Hydro. I also bought these fittings for different, you know, degree of spray. So this is the 40. This is primarily the only one that I use. Now the other ones you could do for like cleaning your concrete, sidewalks, things like that. But for the car, I pretty much stick to the 40 degree. And again, it's easy, you know, pull back, there you go. Just make sure you actually snap it in. You may pull the trigger and try it, make sure it's snapped in before you aim at your car. One good tip, you don't want it to pop out towards your car. So definitely make sure it's in good, snaps in, try the spray outside of the direct line of sight of your car. I hate if you guys have a ding in your car because it wasn't connected good. So anyway, this here, game changer, guys, game changer. Love it. So you have your connect there, and like I said, everything's quick connect. Let me grab this hose here. Got the quick connect here, and then the other piece obviously goes on the power washer. So it's super easy. You know, you're rinsing it, and that's all you got right there. And again, guys, if all your connections are good, you're not leaking any water, your power washer is not on unless you're actually pulling the trigger. And so you have less mess around the vehicle. You don't just have constant water flowing around the vehicle as you're, you know, washing or scrubbing or doing whatever, or detail work on your ride. So, so anyway, so now the next part I want to show you is what I did before I got this when I went to go wash my vehicle. And there's not really dogging, you know, chemical guys, because I use a lot of their products, and I'll show you guys some of the products that I like from them that I use in my detail video coming up soon. But I use this. Now granted, this just works off the water pressure of your hose. And it works okay. You put your little soap in a Tesco line, put soap in and fill it up, and you know it's got a little dial on the top. You can how much suds you want, and you got this quick connect right here. You attach to your hose, but it's kind of janky a little bit, and there's not much pressure. Suds were just okay. I probably should have did a video on what suds you really got out of this thing, but man, for 210 bucks, this power washer is worth the investment, and versus using a hose, because you can use that awesome gun, but then you can use this. I know there's lots of different foam cannons on the market. I understand that. This one is really, really nice. Okay, flat bottom, so it can sit on any surface, not fall over. This piece right here at the end, this is your nozzle. So this is how you can see, guys. See, you can change it, open, close, see that? So you can change the thickness of the foam coming out in the spray. Quick connect right here. So let me take off the end piece here, right there, and then quick connect this piece here. Boom. Now, here's another reason why you get this gun with this, is because when you turn your hands, this swivel's staying down. It's not going out this way or upside down. It's in a perfect, correct alignment as you're moving around the vehicle, doing this hold number, moving your wrist, going back and forth. This stays in the right position. So, and then of course up here you have adjustment on the flow, and then here you can turn it if you like it going vertically or horizontally. So, and then like I said, guys, super easy connections. You've rinsed your car, you foam it, and I got a video coming out. You definitely got to watch the foaming action on this thing. Man, here's the foam that I've used so far from Adams, called the Mega Foam. I don't know if you guys have used this before. Smells great. I was actually surprised how good it smelled. So this smells great. This is what I use. I really, really like it. Foam's phenomenal with this setup. So I put my 1.5 to 2 ounces, and then I fill it up with water, shake it a little bit, put it on, and man, you can't even see the color on this car after I foam it. There's so much foam. It's so thick. It's awesome. It's awesome. So can't wait to show you guys that video. We'll have that coming up soon. But unfortunately, it's supposed to rain the next 4 days here in Oklahoma. So it's already really cloudy today. So it'll probably start raining tonight. So I'm not going to do a detailed video or a wash video. I washed the car yesterday only because I was going to the Tesla event this morning at the service center, and it's going to rain tomorrow. So, it is what it is. So anyway, guys, this, man, well worth it. And you can actually get these two as a combo set, and it's just a great setup, easy to use, works phenomenal. I highly recommend it, even though I know there's some out there for 20 bucks or so, 30 bucks. But I want to say I bought the combo, the gun with this as a kit that they sell through MTM, and it saved quite a bit of money, 107 bucks maybe. But I highly recommend it, guys. So I'll try to find the link, put it in my description. You guys are more than welcome to go check it out. I don't get anything for it, but just to show you guys how awesome it is. So again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Got a lot of cool videos coming out that I'm working on. There's all kinds of cool things about this car. So I don't know why, but I enjoy detailing it. So I'll have some other detail videos coming out. Just want to show you guys, my setup. So let me start putting everything together. I'll show you how that works. Turn it on, and then kind of show you it's not a super loud power washer, so you're not waking the neighborhood when you turn on. And then, like I said, if all the connections are good, you don't have all the leaks, the water's not going everywhere, and it works like a charm. So let me hook this thing up real fast, hook up the water, and then you guys check it out. All right, there is the hose. Here is the update. Here is this piece. And here's the nozzle. Okay. Now, let's turn on the water and plug her in. All right, guys. I actually have the water on and I have it plugged in. So, as you can see, we got no dripping. Get the hose connected there with the gun all the way to right here. So now let's turn it on. Just like that, it filled up with water in the main hose going to the gun. So now the valve is closed, ready to be opened as soon as you pull the trigger. So see, there's no water leaking on any of these fittings. That's important. That's what you want. No leaking. So now I'm gonna get the wand out and show you guys the pressure. All right, guys. So showed you guys no leaks at the on the Active over there. So going right up to the gun, and again, see how it just swivels. That's just awesome. You don't think, what's the big deal about that? Well, when you're washing the car, like I said, guys, when you're going back and forth, it just keeps your hose from kinking on you. See, I try like that, the hose just stays still because it's being pivoted inside the handle. So super cool. So again, I got the 40 degree in there. You don't hear anything out of the power washer. It's right next to the camera. Let me turn it on. Hear it? Came on, then it went off as I let off the. Man, that's just super cool because you have such way less waste. Great pressure. Again, I'm using the 40 degree on here, but I mean, you don't have this obnoxious, power washer making noise the entire time. I know there's power washers out there that have the gas. This is obviously electric plug-in, but man, for the money. And just, the weekend guy that just, details his car every weekend or whatever, or might wash the sidewalks or the driveway once in a while. Great setup for the money. It's going to last you for probably a couple of years at least, hopefully. So, but for that amount of money, it's great. Obviously, there's much better, higher end, detailing type power washers, but I wanted to show you guys what setup I have for the amount of money I spent on it. It's well worth the investment. I don't think I overspent or underspent, and man, I think it's a pretty cool deal. So hey guys, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.